Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. 6, 12.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second. Down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. McKenna. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Steps away to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He finds Ajayi, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. 74. 74.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12.
On first down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Everyone's got four down.
Here's McKinnon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
One, Omaha. Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
21, 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run again with a giant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a giant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the line. Great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 43 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Wait.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
That's how we do it, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ertz over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go. Great, great.
On play action, it's Wentz. They go to the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
On the ball. Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
On the ball.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Move it up, fellas.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The final shot before half for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but we are prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Ajayi. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
74, 74.
This is Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go, hurry up! Yes!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Most receivers love running the post pattern. You go downfield as fast as you can, give a head fake or two, and then you head towards the post in the middle of the field and look for the football. A tough route to cover if you get fooled with a little bit of fake in the middle of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
11. Black 80.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, a 16-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Wentz going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Malcolm Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Garoppolo on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long?
11. Here we go. 11. 12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think normally we would talk about more with players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He finds McKinnon complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
11. Black 80. Yes.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4 down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
11.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg, on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They run with Ajayi. Enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chain. Longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
On the ball. Crack. Hey, empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
11.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure running. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nigel Bradham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll go with a keeper. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk in the final minute, and the Niners are a point away from leading this game. Gold to add the extra point. Important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, here we go.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.